What was it like working with Jordan?
Jordan Peele was amazing. He's a comic, so like
Yeah.
I like a couple. I think last week because I'm on like a social media break. I gave myself a break, so I haven't been on social media for the last 3-4 days.
Was there anything that happened, or do you just take periodic breaks?
You know
on social
something?
media?
It just felt like it's too much going on, and I feel like every time I grab my phone, before I look at anything, a text from my kids, anything, I'm looking at Instagram. It didn't make any sense, and so the last few days have been pretty chill.
Oh.
I found apps on my phone that I didn't know I had.
What do you mean?
It's like random games. Like, I got this game. Right? Because
Yeah.
So it's been so I've been doing that, but like once again, I posted a Get Out clip before I went on my break. Like Jordan had me do all these alt bits at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And most people don't realize it wasn't written. He'll just walk up to me and give me a scenario, and then I'll just go with it.
Oh, that's great.
And that was so much. And he'll be just cracking up, walking to the car like, okay, your auntie's single. I'm like, what? All right. And then just whatever that means.
Yeah.
So that was so much fun with Jordan doing that.
No, because I only know him as an actor and as a friend. He's never directed me in anything. What is he like as a director? Like, is his notes clear?
His notes are clear, and you could tell he's been on the other side of this.
Yeah.
And so he literally figured out everybody's process and work with all of us differently. It wasn't like this, some directors were like, this is the one way and I want all you guys to work this way.
Yeah.
He literally figured out all our processes and just like show love to that. And so like with me, our process was, Rail, you can do what's written, then we'll do a rail take. And because you let me have that, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because you let me know that I could do something. If I want to do something on my own, it was cool.
Yeah. I knew him when he had no car.
Ooh.
He would walk to Mad TV. Sometimes he would not be wearing only one shoe. he had no furniture, but he used to collect those, like you go to Hot Topic, you see like a porcelain white, scary like doll. You know what I mean? He'd have a couple of those on a shelf, right? He would just smoke weed all day, and we would talk about video games. Like he got me into Morrowind. Remember it was before, yeah. It was just we were at a GameStop once. He's like, "I'm telling you right now, man. You know what I mean? There's no way in your head you would think, oh, this guy is going to be the next Spielberg.
Nerd.
There's no way. There was just not even, you know what I mean? And then it's like, when I went to the Note premiere, and he went up and he did that little speech. And I was sitting next to Kalala and also Ike Barinholtz, and I teared up. I was like, "Oh God, look at him! Incredible! It's incredible."
It's so funny. When he first told me about Get Out was at a party.
Wow.
And I was like, I just looked at him like, he was like, yeah, I wrote a horror film. I'm like, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean? Like, sure you did.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting because like I look at it from that perspective too. Because I met Jordan at Montreal.
Yeah.
Years ago, and like we was drunk in one of those like parties and just talking shit with two guys with glasses and fucking dumbass baseball hats on. Like motherfucker, it could have been a sketch because we just kept. I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen.
But that's where you got the movie.
Yeah,
you didn't get the movie when he got the movie. You got the movie years before.
Yeah.
At that bar in Montreal.
He was just telling me what he was into. He was a fucking horror fan.
Yeah,
and then when you go back and look at some of the sketches, you're like, yo, some of those sketches were really dark.
Oh, that sketch where it's like Keegan plays a insult comic.
Okay.
And Jordan is like, you know what I mean? A handicap. What he has, right? Yeah. And then you got make fun of me. You know what I mean? If you really think about that fucking
messed up,
right? That sketch, it's dark.
It's messed up.
It's fucked up.
You remember the sketch where Keegan's like an aerobics guy?
Yeah.
Well, Jordan's an aerobics guy. Like they're showing like one of the family's dead.
Oh yeah.
It's so
dancing,
yeah.
It's so dark.
Yeah. Because what's great about those two too is like they're just they live in two different worlds, many worlds.
Mm-hmm.
They know so much about so many things. Like Keegan, was a religious guy, pastor. You know what I mean? He would go to like Renaissance fairs, but he also can, go to a hip hop concert. I mean, they just lived in different worlds, and they are so bright. They have so much information that it's just like when they got together. I remember the day they got together. I was like, oh no, this is like bigger than Wham or Simon and Garfunkel.
Did you see that? Like you saw that they're like when on Mad TV, was it Did you see them two? Like,
So this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened.
sit close.
This is what happened. So Keegan,